The Mayor of the Chathams has sought reassurances from the Prime Minister that Russia has no designs on her islands.
It comes after the Russian oligarch, who's also head of the Wagner mercenary group, reportedly said he has plans for the Chathams. But Chris Hipkins today said there is absolutely no evidence of it, and if it was true, the locals would know about it anyway. Adam Hollingworth reports.
At first blush, it looks like a standard rant from the increasingly rogue mercenary boss Yevgeny Prigozhin. Nothing to see here. But look closer. Is that a pin in the world map right on the Chathams? Let's zoom in. It's getting grainy, but there's definitely something white and pointy there in the bottom right corner of the map.
For months now, Yevgeny Prigozhin has been leading the charge in Ukraine and stealing the limelight.
Guys, don't bully the Russian military.
Add to that, he told staff he would not disclose the plans regarding the Chatham Islands. But is it really a case of, to paraphrase Beyonce, if you like it, then you should have put a pin in it?
I don't believe so. I think Chatham Islanders always seem to know what's going on the island, and if there was anything a little bit different, we would be alerted to it.
The Chathams, population 800, are more famous for the Moriori, farming, fishing, and the fact they're a bumpy 800k flight from the mainland. That's about it, right?
So I spoke to our MP, Paul Eagle, who also spoke to the Prime Minister's office and then to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade, just to do a check to see if there's anything of concern, and there's absolutely nothing that they can find.
The Prime Minister's a frequent visitor.
The Chatham Islands is a important part of the New Zealand community, but I've seen absolutely no evidence to suggest there's any credibility to any claims that there's been any foreign interference in the Chatham Islands.
It's a pin on a map. I don't know whether they're having fun or whether they made a mistake or whether they're trying to pin it to the wall, but it's a pin on the map, and that's as far as it should go.
Professor Al Gillespie says we've been afraid of Russians for decades. From the rumours around the sinking of the Mikhail Lermontov in 1986 to the building of coastal defences around New Zealand 100 years earlier.
We were convinced the Russians were coming. The Russians weren't coming. It was just a rumour that went wild. And we're in a similar situation today. I don't think the Russians are coming to invade the Chatham Islands.
So, for anyone pinning their hopes on the conspiracy theories, the sad truth is we're not a priority. The Russians have bigger things to worry about. Adam Hollingworth, Newshub.